Hello, everybody. This is Narada Rishi Raja with Sacred Vibes Holistic Center. And today I wanted to do a little talk on anti-guru culture. No guru, right? In the West, especially, but I would say all across the world as of now, this is really, really big. Egypt, or excuse me, not Egypt. India is still holding the biggest note, but it's still changed a lot of the ways from where it used to be. So let's get into it. No guru. Well, what does the word guru mean? Well, guru means one that removes darkness. That's what it means. Guru is actually an energy. I'm a certified Kundalini teacher, and one of the main mantras we use in there is Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. And that mantra, it's not me having everybody tap into me as the facilitator's energy. No, that's all I'm doing. I'm just facilitating the experience, right? What they're doing is they're tapping into the universal guru energy. That is a dedication of energy that shines light on all of our dark places and allows us to evolve continually spiritually. It's the attention to divine law, right? In Indian and Eastern cultures, they might call this a guru or a master, right? Okay. In the Western religions, what do they call them? Prophets. Prophets, yes. And then you have what I would say is an interesting version of spiritual leaders, which take on faiths that they don't know anything about. And that's where you get most of your religions, truthfully. Now, the religions start off with people who know that follow the prophet or the guru. These are people that reach true enlightenment. These are people that dedicate their whole life just to serving and helping people find spirituality because they've done it themselves. That's the key. So I get why everybody's leery about it. I do. Well, I need a spiritual, or I don't need a spiritual leader. I can do this on my own. Yet, at the same time, they're deeply seeking spiritual guidance. This doesn't make sense, folks. Is it because of your fear? Yes, it always is. It always boils down to fear, no matter what the problem. But is it because of your fear that you'll be misled or led astray? That could happen. It's true. However, if you follow one set guidance, even if it seems wrong, chances are it'll lead you exactly where you need to be. That's that faith portion, right? That faith in the God source that is always going to bring you to the proper situations that you need, right? There are a lot of false prophets and fake gurus. It's true. There are. Why? Because it's really hard to hold this accountability line. But guess what? If it's so hard to hold the accountability line, but that's exactly how you get to experience peace, bliss, and everything else on this plane. Because if you notice, gurus, sages, enlightened folks, they're the only ones who have done it. And everybody says it's not possible. Yet they're still sitting there smiling, saying, it's possible. Me, smiling, it's possible. Come down, I'll show you how. Now, I can't promise you enlightenment. I can't. I can't promise to make you a guru. I can't. No guru can. No spiritual leader can. And that's what we're talking about. You're looking for spiritual leadership that you're going to find yourself without a dedicated commitment or knowing the tips, tricks, or techniques to open up yourself in order to find the way to lead yourself. This is why there's a whole lot of walking around in circles. Me, I spent 6 months in isolation working on nothing but my breathwork, meditation, and yoga. And guess what? I still had spiritual leaders. Sadhguru, I still look at him as one of my spiritual leaders. Muji, he's amazing, right? These are spiritual leaders. I read the books of Vivekananda, right? Spiritual leader. I read the books of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, spiritual leader, right? These things, we think that we can do it all on our own, but if you can go out and you can do nothing but meditate, like for instance, the story of Mikio Usui, the founder of Reiki. He meditated on a mountain for 28 days before he got the symbols. Now here's a big thing. We're talking about false prophets, right? So a false prophet would be somebody that's telling you something that they don't do themselves, or it's somebody living a identity that they don't truly own themselves, right? So more on that guru thing. How many Reiki practitioners are out there listening to this? I love each and every one of you. However, Usui found it by meditating for 28 days straight on a mountain, right? Do you have a daily meditation practice? Not saying 28 days on a mountain, but do you have a daily meditation practice? Did they teach that in your particular Reiki class? No? Then you've encountered a false prophet. Way to go. The International Reiki Association, I don't agree with. I've taken their classes. Yep, I have. I'm a Reiki master in many, many modalities. It's energy healing, folks, and it's been around for a long ass time. Reiki is just a different symbol system, right? But if you're taught Reiki, but you're not taught you have to meditate, you've been misled. This is the problem with not seeking out spiritual guidance from somebody who's truly gotten there. And yeah, in America, it's few and far between, and you got to take a risk on maybe somebody that looks like me, but truly gotten there. And you can know because the fruits show. The fruits show the result of, show the tree. That's what it is. They will let you know. If this person has anxiety, has worry, they haven't figured it out yet. Sorry. If they have fear, they haven't figured it out yet. This is how you can weigh out false gurus and false prophets. Period. Because you can't have faith, absolute faith in a God source, and fear at the same time. It's not possible. Sorry, every human that wants to believe they're very devotional and you still have fear. You don't have faith yet. Faith means that goes away because you know everything will be taken care of, right? These are the reasons why we need spiritual leadership. You need spiritual leadership because there's people that have done it before you. There's people that know more. It's true. It doesn't mean they're above you. No, and if the spiritual leader thinks they're above you, then absolutely not. Don't go to them. But if only your perception is allowing you to think that they think that they're above you, that might be something you need to pay attention to. If you look at the Western philosophy, it's riddled with the fact of we have to pay attention to the wayward stranger. Any person on the street can be God because guess what? Every single one of them are. And you may be talking to a teacher and you may be resistant to a teacher. And then that teacher may turn and walk the other way and start teaching somebody else. Meaning you just missed your chance. That may be your only teacher that will come into your field for your entire existence in this lifetime. So that might mean you blew your chance to get it. Now, you still could at any time. And that's what I want to tell everybody. It's true. There's truth in it that you can find it yourself at any time. Yep. Are you willing to spend 40 days in the wilderness in isolation? Are you willing to take yourself out of civilization for 6 months? Are you willing to do that? And focus solely on your spirituality with proper techniques and tricks and things like that that you already come in geared with. Are you willing and able to do that? No? Then seek a spiritual leader. Seek a guru. This no guru culture, no spiritual leader, I don't need anybody. That is literally the definition of too much pride. Because those same folks are searching for spiritual community, which gets created by a spiritual leader, and a healthy one by one that's highly advanced that properly knows the dynamics of community in humans and the fact that you can't force one, right? So you need all of these things, right? But And you're searching also for guidance and teaching. I'm going to do it all myself. Let me go learn about these techniques. Who are you learning it from? A random book? Somebody that got a meditation teacher certification but hasn't spent the past 20 years meditating? You know what I mean? You get, now me, I have 5, I believe, breathwork teacher certifications, right? None of those taught me much at all, except for a few techniques to go over with other people. But my 18 years of pranayama, that's what teaches me to teach all the stuff that breathwork instructors don't know how to teach. I'm not going to give you an experience. I'm going to teach you how to become your own guru, which is exactly what a guru teaches. They teach everyone how to transcend and become sages of their own. That's the goal. So I know it's easy to jump on the bandwagon of no guru. But if you're unhappy, if you're unfulfilled, then your way of life right now is wrong for you. And if you want to improve that, you have to reach out to somebody that's living a life that's closer to what you feel is more authentic, and ask them tips, tricks, etc. And then if you're asking and they've spent their entire life developing these skills and this information and this wisdom, it's great to then reciprocate that energy exchange, right? And when we do that, now it's equal give and take. Everybody's fed. So don't forget about the Brahmas. Don't forget about the gurus, the spiritual leaders, the true ones. Because they're still going to be upholding no matter what. When everything crumbles, they're going to be the ones on the street with the sign saying the end is near. Letting you know you can figure it out now. It's never been a message or a threat. It's never been something for fear, even though it's interpreted that way from any of them. It's always been a message of urgency. This is a spiritual battle. Do you have all the tools, or do you need to go to school? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in this time. I hope that this hits. I hope that it doesn't hurt or trigger too much, but just enough to get those inspired to go find, some assistance that they may be deeply craving. Have a great day on purpose and stay mindful, everyone. Namaskaram.